I'm in my 43rd year of student affairs, believe it or not. I know I don't look that old, I'm sure, but I am. 43 years. And first 27 were in Res Life, and then the last 15 in this Director of Student Life role. I guess it's because it's been my primary professional organizational tie for most of my career. And I found the opportunity to kind of connect through the association. I've chaired 2 commissions, the one on Res Life and also the one on administrative leadership. So I got involved and had a lot of support along the way to take on those leadership roles. So I found a great group to connect with. I think it's a reality we need to face, and that is that maybe higher ed is seen by many in governmental agencies and maybe even families as optional rather than something that's needed. So as a result, whether educational development opportunities are out there. And so I think one of the issues is higher education has kind of fallen from a plateau of greater respectability and support to feeling like maybe that we need to earn our keep more in higher education, maybe, and hence the funding things that are being challenged. Certainly other issues have to do with safety issues, whether it's campus safety, and I mentioned that not only when you talk about the issues about students' life and death decisions sometimes, but also something that's been with us as long as I've been in the profession, substance abuse issues, where some students wreck their careers or college and others because of some poor decisions. So that's still with us. I'm really still encouraged by the quality of students that come to higher education. There's a lot of movers and shakers in that environment, a lot of real leaders, a lot of people who see the world a little bit differently than the last generation, and we need them, and that's very encouraging. I work with leadership on our campus and a leadership minor, and the ideas that students come up with there are intriguing, and the other thing that's huge is this sense of volunteerism that swept the country in the last decade or less. So students are saying, they're kind of figuring out now that something happens to them when they're involved in doing something for others. And there's been a period of time where that maybe wasn't valued or seen or appreciated as much, but now I think students are kind of getting it. They say, oh yeah, that alternate spring break week I had, or going down to the Mission of Hope or helping with the food bank, they come back thinking, that's kind of changed me, the way I look at life and the world and myself. So I think I'm encouraged by the leadership I see in students and also the volunteerism in how it changes students. I enjoy the foundation and have taken a part of it, I guess, because some of our student leaders and our student leaders on campus had seen some things going on here, but particularly some of the leadership of the foundation, folks that asked me to take a role in it. And I think if you've been around a few years, you have an obligation not only to give to support the cause, but also if asked to serve to do that. So I felt like in whatever capacity I could serve, I was willing to do that. So I feel like if you're in the profession a while, you ought to give back to it, and this is a way of doing it voluntarily as well as financially. So and some great professional colleagues of mine are in the group, and that made it pretty interesting and inviting also.